Dr. Sheikah Square is back for another powerful monthly discussion on life and how to take control of what you want. She's the author of 21 Day Word Revolution. Stop living the life you hate and start living the life of your dreams. Also, the affirmation, power, healing, purpose. Dr. Square is also an executive strategist, certified business coach, author, and a professional empowerment speaker. Yeah. Oh. With over 12 years experience in leadership, administration, and business. And it's always my pleasure to welcome you, Dr. Square. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
How's everything been going?
It's been going, and it's the process that it is supposed to be like that.
Good word, the process. Well, we have marched right on into the third month of the year, and springtime is upon us. The allergy season is high.
Girl, yes. Goodness.
But not so much for some other people. You know, it's in high gear in one way, but some people still need guidance to kind of find their way to that path of what you want to discuss today.
Success. We are full-fledged into 2019. We started off with commitment. We went into routine. We've been talking about this since January, and now we are into success. How to get from starting something, committing to it, and then feeling and being successful.
Well, and of course, with all the tips that you've given, we know some people have been taking advantage and following your leadership and your guidance and the path, and so they're ready to find out, well, okay, I'm ready for success. What do I need to do? Where is it? You know, so, but you have been very transparent in the last year and even up to now, which I think has helped a lot of people understand, oh, well, if she went through that, then I can make it too.
Yes, and so success. So one thing I would like to talk about amongst many things is defining what success really is. People think that success is always external to you. I had someone today say, you know, I want to be like you one day when I can just chill and make money because my life has become very easy and very rewarding. And so my response to it is, I am now love. And so because I function in love, the universe rewards me with things like abundance and ease and financial gain. And so many times, and what I took from that is people skip over the process. Like they see the end result, they see the smile, they see the fabulousness of it or what they would consider fabulous. And they don't understand the nights when you might cry or the nights when you feel alone or the times you were rejected or the people that left. And you had to endure in business, in personal life, in love. And people don't see that part and assume that that doesn't exist. And that you just woke up like this, you know, cute, your skin cute, you know, your hair nice, you know.
Instagram picture?
Yeah, you know, and people assume that's how it started and that's how you got there. And so one of the things that I want people to understand is that there is a process. There is a point of which you have to be willing to commit and endure certain things that most people are quitting at. And so something recently, I've been dating. You remember I said I was going to start, I was the goal. So I've been dating, but the bigger picture is in dating, there's been a lot of fumbling in it, a lot of, you know, even as recently, a lot of heartaches in it. And so, but even in that, realizing the beauty and the success around me, because I have really wonderful people around me now that will pour into me and support me and love me. And so many times success it should be more intrinsic than external. And what I mean by that is to define what success is for you. And chase and diligently pursue that, and then all the other things that come with that will reward you. So for me, I chase after ease, love, abundance, happiness, and being pleasing to my Creator. And so for other people, it's different. But with that comes the money and the people that love me and the clients that are like, oh my God, I don't know where I'll be without you. And so the process was that there were many times when I was rejected. There were times when people talked about me behind my back, in front of my face. You know, times when people laughed at me, told me I couldn't do it. And times when I cried. a lot. It's not like, big, like the kind where you bring it, with the towel, the big one. And you're like, I didn't know all that was in there. And so, but still committing to the process, still making sure that I showed up even when I was sad, that I was kind even when I was hurting, that I gave love even when I felt rejected. And so all of that set me up for the time when it exploded.
I love it. Well, you remind me of a strong word called boomerang. Because I think if you're giving it, it seems to come back to you. And in the way that you need it. Maybe not exactly like you gave it.
I believe that it'll come back to you as you need it, as you deserve it, and that as you believe you are worthy of. And so you cannot pour out goodness and love and energy and positivity to the universe through your career, through your life, through your challenges, and still pour that out and get all venom back. But if you pour out venom into the universe, into the world, and hate and negativity and distrust and not believing in yourself, then all of that will come back to you because that's what you believe you should have. And so I want people to understand that there is a commitment that has to take place. And then when you stick to being compassionate, you stick to pursuing your goals, you stick to living your life the way that you are supposed to live your life, you were designed to live your life, then everything you want will flow to you. I'm not like just saying that because it sounds good. It will become a lot easier and happier for you.
Love it. Well, everyone, the doctor's in the house, Dr. Sheeta Square, and we're talking about life, your life. She's talking about her life and giving us the tips and tools and the guidance that we need to understand where we are and where we can be.
Right.
Now, you encourage people, doctor, all the time to face their fears, to pass them up, and then
I said
that? To their, you want me to say that again? You encourage a lot of people, yes, you do. But you are telling them to face their fears.
Yes.
Then pass that up.
Yes.
On the way to their purpose.
Yes, because you cannot get something different doing the same thing. And so that's the part about the commitment and the routine. You have to push past it. Like, it's scary for me to do certain things. It's scary for me to show certain emotions. It's scary. And people don't understand that. But I also want something much bigger than what I currently have. And for me to have that, whether it's, I want to hit a certain income. I want my clients to hit a certain income. I want people to be able to be happy and fulfilled. For all of that to happen, I must constantly evolve and push past things that might scare me so I can say it's doable. And so even in life, in love, you have to be willing to keep going. And know that there is hope and there's love and there's abundance and there's financial security and there's purpose on the other side. But if you stay right where you are, that's all you're going to ever have.
Right. And there's something powerful about rejection. As you say in one of your quotes, I will accept the rejection and embrace the difficulties, because if you don't fall down, how will you know how to get up?
Yes. When I wrote that in 21 Day Word Revolution, I feel that like I've had people tell me I wouldn't be able to make it. I remember being a child and having family members telling me that I'll never amount to anything. You're not gonna, I don't like you. I've had teachers telling me I couldn't write. I don't know if I ever talked about that. Told me I couldn't write. And I remember one lady laughed at me in front of the class, and I was mortified and had challenges in writing for years because of fear. But guess what? I would go to the writing centers on campus when I got to college. I would ask for tutors to help me because I was like, I don't want to drop out of school, but I feel like I can't write. And one day, one lady said, you can write. You just use too many commas. So I was like, that's it? And so all this time I had convinced myself that I wasn't good enough because somebody told me I wasn't. And so when I let go of that fear, I was able to put out books, a dissertation. People tell me my work moved them. I've had teachers in college tell me that no one ever understood it and wrote it like I did.
Wow.
This coming from not thinking that I could write at all, not thinking I was good enough, not thinking it might make me emotional for the first time, not thinking that I could have it. And so it's just, I want people to understand you can have it.
That's right.
So.
And that is intrinsic.
Yeah, I know you're making me emotional. Yeah, it's possible.
Yes.
And so when you believe that you can, and that you can, and you are enough, like so many people think they're not enough. And that's heartbreaking in itself, because many times that's not even your voice.
Right.
You know, that's somebody else's voice.
That's right.
And so that's why I do this work. I want people to know that they can do whatever they want to do.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that is beautiful, and that is the most intense, statement that someone can really accept.
Yeah.
That if you're transparent, then that's the place where everyone needs to go.
Mm-hmm.
Become transparent and ask yourself, what is it that you love that will make you successful? Because it's about what you love,
Right.
not about the material and tangible.
Because the material comes with it.
That's the extra.
Like when I started to do what I was designed to do, I was able to have money that I never thought I could have.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes easily. Like now it finally makes sense when you start to position other people for what they want, and you help enough other people get what they want and need in life, then everything that you want, look at Miss Lisa trying to give me some tissue. You position other people to have what they want, then everything that you want will start to flow to you.
Yes.
Because it's bigger. Like, how can you help the world? How can you heal the world? How can you make a statement that's lasting for this life? And so that's bigger than not feeling like you're enough. That's bigger than the rejections. That's bigger than all the times that people told you couldn't do it. And so that's what's on the other side.
What is the best advice for someone? How do they find their passion? Because we're getting past the things to get to the deeper part, which is the love of what it is that moves you.
Right.
So then how does someone take the step to find out what is my passion?
Every time I'm asked this question, people are surprised by the simplicity. For me, when I got to the point where I was completely fed up with life, I was tired of being tired of not feeling like it was going well. And I used to make a ton of money working for other people, let's be clear. But I was exhausted and stressed and depressed and not happy. I had no free time. So I sat down and I wrote down 3 things that I like to do. And I wrote down 3 things that I like to do. And it was, I like to tell people what to do, I like to write, and I like research. And so I got busy figuring out what I could do with those 3 things and make it a career. And so in the beginning, I fumbled. There was a few things I could do, and then some of them I was like, I don't really like this. And I honed in, but I stayed committed because I was like, it got to be better than this. And so I stayed with it until I could make money at it. And then now that I can make money at it, I stay with it and I commit to it so I can master it and I can be great at it.
Well, I believe you are great at it, and many listeners do as well. And I need you to, before we have to wipe the rest of our
Girl,
tears,
look.
Let's tell everybody how they can connect with you.
Girl, y'all got me finally. A year and a half. I was, true, Lord. But they can on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube at Dr. Sheikah Square. That's DrSheikasquare. That's my name. And then my website is www.drsheikasquare.com. I always respond to messages, comments. I do my best. We open up the dialogue on Friday for you to ask whatever you want. And so that's how to get into contact with me.
Well, I love it. And the dialogue is really growing. And I'm glad to see that happening, and everyone can join in. And, this has been very special today. And
Girl, I know.
We're going to go deeper. So I look forward to the next time. Yeah. And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.